Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do our pick a card series. Probably about love. I'm not going to say absolutely because whatever wants to come out will come out. I have not looked at anything. I am using the Mother Mary Oracle deck. I'm using the Tarot Dreams. I am using the Light Seers deck. I am using the Tarot of Night, I believe it's called. And then we'll clarify with the Gilded Tarot and the Cosmic Tarot, okay? So, this is going to be 1, 2, or 3. Uno, dos, tres. Pick whatever, take a moment. Just calm your mind. Do a little deep breathing. I would just close your eyes. And I would just ask your guides what they want you to choose. 1, 2, or 3. Some of you will relate to all 3, and that is fine. Just maybe a whole reading for you, so just go with that flow. So, we're going to go ahead and begin. Again, take a moment, close your eyes, ask for 1, 2, or 3. Hopefully you can see it in your mind's eye. And let's begin. Let's go ahead and move these up. And let's begin. So, Devotion, our first card. Some of these are extra, by the way. We got more than one, so I took them. Well, hello, Two of Cups. It's a soulmate energy. Soulmate love. Well, hello, Ten of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but certainly doesn't have to be. I look at Tarot more as this is the energy of, so how is the Queen of Pentacles? What's her energy? Do I need to take that on, right? Because we are all the energy. We have, wow. We have the Ten of Pentacles twice. Wow. Under the Two of Cups. And last but not least, we have Judgment. These cards are a little dark. This is the Tarot of the Night, I believe. They are dark, but they're beautiful. Judgment. Call to attention. Judgment's about a rebirth. Something wants to begin. Something may want to begin again. So, let me bring this down. I cut some fresh roses for us, so we'd have them in our reading. All right, so Devotion. As I fully commit to my values, relationships, and God, I am clear about what to do next. And we have the Two of Cups next to that. So someone's dealing with, I shouldn't say dealing, someone is either thinking of or already has this Two of Cups in their life. So this is a soulmate. I feel like when you meet a soulmate because it's very hard to get them off your mind, out of your heart. Remember, a soulmate comes here with purpose. The two of you have purpose together. So, under this Two of Cups is the Ten of Pentacles, and beside it is the Ten of Pentacles. How can we not love that, right? Especially with the Queen of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and we will bring in the Gilded Tarot. And let's go ahead and break it down. Some of you may be recommitting to someone, making a, almost like saying our vows again, or recommitting to someone who has been in my life. Interesting, we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We start with the Four of Swords. So this is a time out with the Four of Swords. It's a time out to allow the healing process to take place. You know, I often feel when things end in our life, we should take that moment of reflection, and then the moment of healing, right? Allowing our minds to heal, our hearts to heal. But I don't feel like we should stay in this energy too long. In the Four Swords, I always notice the extra sword. 3 of those swords are piercing the heart. 1 of the swords we're lying on, which means it is our own sword, our own action, our own words. Swords can be communication, truth. But, you know, this is divine healing. We have the 3 of Wands coming over the soulmate energy. I do feel like someone is doing something again. It's interesting. I feel like someone may have moved away from, let's say, a hometown, or at one time a 10 of Pentacles, because I feel like the 10 of Pentacles was probably there and then maybe taken for whatever the reason. That's why the healing is here. But then I feel it's brought back. I know that it's brought back. It's here. It's right next to Judgment. A lot of times we worry about things that we lose, thinking, that's it. That's it. Life is over. Nothing left. And unbeknownst to us, there are still gifts coming in. 3 of Wands is looking at my future, looking at this love with a very optimistic lens. Maybe I'm redevoting myself to someone. 3 Wands is about a ship that's coming in. But, you know, often feeling the 3 of Wands, I'm not looking for where will I ultimately end up. In the 3 of Wands, I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying the step-by-step journey. All right, let's keep going. I'm interested why all these tens of Pentacles. We have, look at this, we have the 9 of Cups coming over the 10 of Pentacles. So I do feel, you know, when I look at a 9, first thing I think of is independent energy. So I do feel like this is energy of potentially a relationship coming back together. You know, even if you never even left each other. Maybe you live in the same home, but there's been issues, there's been problems, that type of thing. This is the healing over that. So the 9 of Cups is about, it's about you. It's about self-satisfaction. It's about harmony within oneself, and maybe it's finding that within oneself. I feel like when I allow myself to heal, you know, if let's say I'm in a home by myself, I don't mind it that much, right? I don't mind it that much, and I'm more open to the flow of the universe. From the 9 of Cups, you do move to the 10 of Cups, so that's also harmony with another. We have, well, look at this. We have the King of Pentacles coming over the Queen of Pentacles. So right away, we have like-minded energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. King of Pentacles is someone who sees the big picture of something. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who sees the details that other people miss. So they make a great couple. And again, it doesn't matter what your sign is. It's just talking about, I feel like it's 2 different perspectives. Like, who's ever in the soulmate energy, of course you must be one of them, or you wouldn't be here. You know, it's the way that we're looking at the situation. And then look at this. We have the 6 of Wands over this, which is victory. And that is coming over the 10 of Pentacles, connected to the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands is victory. I feel like whatever is coming in on this ship, this person is looking at, right? Maybe they don't know if it's for them or not. There's a little bit of choppy water, right? So it says it has to travel through the choppy water to reach you. This could be someone else is dealing with their own issues, and this is what they have to deal with, but then it seems like they meet you at the shore. Let's get our last card, potentially. You know, I feel like I was together with someone. Something happened, right? Something clearly happened because the Four of Swords is here. It is the healing over the situation. Definitely the healing over the soulmates and the home. We have the Star. Beautiful. This is about your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes coming to fruition. Right? This is you feeding the universe in the energy that you would like the universe to feed back to you. Coming over judgment. You know, I want to say if there's been prayers, the prayers have been heard. More than heard, I feel like now answered. Now, I have to say, you know, let's say this is not someone of the past. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, our prayers are answered, but they're not always answered in the way that we expect. Usually better, though. So, also a card of Aquarius. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. Taking these all together, we have the World. And we have the Five of Wands. Let's bring these down here. So, I feel like what happened here is this king and queen. And, you know, if you're same-sex couple, just apply that. You know, I feel like you find yourself in these readings. So anyways, I feel like in this energy with the Five of Swords here, somewhere along the way, things became somewhat toxic. Now, perhaps someone is coming back in, or you're coming into each other's life. You know, that's the way I like to look at it. You're meeting each other on your trail, on your path. Seven of Cups puts a little bit of like, should I not? I don't know if I can trust this. But the World then shows up. You have some pretty major cards here, right? You have the World, you have Judgment, you have two Ten of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Star. So the World is much like Judgment. Here comes the next chapter. Here it comes. Ready or not, here it comes. And then we move into the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, you know, what that can talk about, it can be ego energy, right? That can be where we battle each other, but there's never ever a victor, because we both like want to be right, and someone's got to give, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes, you know, it comes from immaturity, and then as we grow, we start to realize what's important and what's not important. So, your ancestors are calling you to attention, though, and that means they're calling you to the present moment. Even if this is of the past, they're saying this is about today, right? A new beginning, a rebirth. The World is about spirituality, I feel. It's often a reward after usually a long, hard, I want to say battle, but let's say journey. Journey is probably the word. So this gives us a new door that opens up. And in that door is the opportunity of, I don't know, not re-loving someone, because I feel like in the soulmate energy, you never lost that love. Just life got in the way, and that's what I feel like for these two people, especially with the Five here and the Five here. You know, it's kind of like my side, their side, but the toxic energy I feel here could certainly be like the way we communicated with each other. Again, the Five of Wands, I feel like, you know, where nobody wants to let down their guard. However, that seems to change. You know, someone may have had a realization, maybe had gone through some time on their own, like within the Nine of Cups, and came to some realizations of my part, their part, why things happen. You know, the reflection back, not to rehash it, but to close it, even if it's someone of the past, closing the past, the door to the past, and let the new door open. So this feels very spiritual. I feel like probably what happened is earlier, I feel like there may have been a lot of ego, a lot of tough communication, and I feel like the time apart, right, within the Nine of Cups shows me that, at least one party in this energy has come back to themselves, their true selves. So, the star is a card of Aquarius. I don't know if I said that. Again, doesn't have to be. It's really if your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. And victory is right next to that. So I feel like this is saying keep your eyes to the future, right? Keep your optimistic lens about what can be, because you have to remember you're part of this, right? Your energy is part of what's going to come back to you. So, I love to see the Nine of Cups here, especially if this is two people coming back together, because this is someone who has taken the time to truly love themselves and value themselves again. So, that's good. I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to make these too long, but I feel like this is energy that's coming back together, but it's new at the same time. It's new. Why? Well, hopefully we've matured. We've moved beyond the petty things, and we're moving into, why? Because this person's been on my mind. Like, it doesn't matter how far away I am from this person, they're still part of me. They are my soulmate, by the way. Now, you don't have to take any of this, right? You can say no to it, but the healing is first, right? Making, redevoting yourself to yourself, but also to love, to this soulmate love. Ten of Pentacles, I'm sorry. At one time, I feel like that's what we had. Something happened. Well, we know what happened. And so you become single within the Nine of Cups, but your Ten of Cups or your Ten of Pentacles comes back to you again. This healing is not just for the Queen, it's also for the King. And I like that. So it's healing and it's touching the soulmate. So it's healing for both. Healing for both. Your ancestors are saying this opportunity or this chapter is evidently ready to open, so they want your attention here in the present moment. All right, let's read devotion real quick, and then we will move on. And you'll let me know how this fits you. This card reminds you to stick with what you believe and not to waver from your values. If someone or something tempts you away from your basic core beliefs, pray for the strength to say no. Don't go chasing illusions of more money or love when everything you need and desire is available to you now if you simply recommit to what is right for you. What's important to you? That's the answer you seek. Spend time in prayerful communication with God and pour your heart out to Him about your feelings, including any fears or doubts. God and Mother Mary love you unconditionally and are here for you right now. Pray for clarity about your true priorities, values, and beliefs, and then base your decisions upon this solid foundation. Commit to your beliefs and devote yourself to God, and everything else will take care of itself. So again, I feel like for some of you, this is energy that's coming back together, but I also feel the energy of some of you may live together right now, and there may have been something that came between you. This is the opportunity to move beyond that, understanding what is it that dragged us down. What is it that dragged us down? And can we move away from that? Can we change that? The answer is yes. It's all within your own vibration. It's all within your own spiritual lens, how you look at your future. So, as love goes, I don't know, guys, this looks pretty darn good. If I have had that Ten of Pentacles, and for whatever reason it was taken away from me, it's showing up again, but it's showing up with the same person. With the same person. So, and listen, if that's not what you want, then this one's not for you. Because with the star here, it tells me this is for those who are looking for that, right? If it's not what you want, I just don't feel like this would be yours. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Don't mind the bruises and everything I had. I have 2 big cuts behind my ear. I got attacked by a pit bull yesterday. And it was freaky. But I'm okay. Put that there. Put that there. And let's go ahead and we're going to do number 2. We start with honesty. It's the best way to start. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. We have the Palace of Swords. That's the atmosphere that you may find yourself in. Interesting, it's talking about honesty, and then we move into the Palace of Swords. You know, when I think of a palace in Tarot, I feel like, you know, this is where we ultimately want to end up. So I feel like in that energy, there's a need for some type of honesty. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Swords. We have, look at this, the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Swords. A little dark, but it's there. So, interesting, under honesty comes the 7 of Swords, because the 7 of Swords is probably the one card where you don't know whether you can trust it or not, right? And you're basing it off of past energy of not being able to trust someone. Again, you know, we're really doing love, so but nonetheless, here is this Ace of Pentacles and then the Ace of Swords. 2 aces back to back. There's some good cards coming out. Even though 7 of Swords can be difficult, 7 is about spiritual completeness. So it's learning, you know, even through my mistakes and my I don't know the word I want to say, but it's coming back to a point. First of all, it's a realization of who's ever in this energy that I wasn't being forthright, right? Honesty seems to be the most important thing right here. So, I feel like, you know, sometimes we wonder why we go through experiences. And I have to tell you, I feel like for those of you who chose number 2, there's something in this energy that then you may find yourself communicating to others about how to overcome something, you know, how to move on from something. 3 of Pentacles tells me this is about you and your uniqueness. And it's coming, you know, from the Ace of Swords. So that is your communication. That is your voice. That is your honesty. And I feel like this is saying, I expect that back. That is what I expect back. I have a feeling this is about new love and the process of moving from old to new. Because the Ace of Pentacles to me feels new. Well, let's go ahead and bring in the Cosmic Tarot. Let me give it a shuffle. We have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. That's brand new energy. We have, look at this, 6 of Wands again, victory. So if I'm trying to get the truth out of someone, you do. We have the 7 of Wands. Interesting, we go from the 6 to the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is, it's a defensive energy. You know, sometimes it's the feeling of, I feel like I need to defend myself. However, at the same time, I feel like what this is talking about for some of you is your past experiences are now going to be part of your future voice. And maybe that is to help others. In the Seven of Wands, I often feel like an attorney, a social worker, a spiritual worker. I feel like I'm helping others to overcome what I've overcome. Well, hello, Ten of Cups. We have the Princess of Pentacles. Look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles. What's up with the Queen? She wants to keep coming out. Look at this. We have the Ace of Wands. And now you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands is potential. I feel like all aces are potential. Like the Ace of Pentacles will show in your physical world. Now what you do with it will be up to you, right? And I have to say, I feel like because we have the Princess of Pentacles over the Seven of Swords, and then we move into the Queen. This could have certainly been the Queen who, for whatever reason, maybe wasn't completely honest, maybe honest with oneself or honest with another. Now, it can be the other way around. But what I feel, what it's really showing is, the energy of what used to be and the maturity of this Queen right now. We have the Six of Swords, and then we have the Princess of Cups. So, wow. Princess of Cups, first of all, is someone who's about to receive a cup. And it's unexpected. It's completely unexpected. And that's often why I say, release how something must look to you. Or like something must show then. And trust in divine timing. If you're doing your part and putting the energy out of what it is you want back. And remember, you got to match that. So if I want the Ten of Cups, I need to be someone who is ready to be in a relationship. I need to be someone who can be open and loving, and also be able to receive love. I feel like this is the overcoming of the Seven of Swords with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is the moving away from that. And then we come into the Ace of Pentacles, so we know that who's ever in number 2, that you're about to receive not just the Ace of Pentacles, but also the Ace of Swords and also the Ace of Wands. I feel like something's coming into your physical world through that. Can I tell if it's true for me? Yes, the answer is yes, because you have victory over honesty. So I know that you'll know. And the Ace of Wands puts the oomph in you. Like, it puts the desire. It's the passion. It's what I want. It's what I want. The Ace of Swords is the truth. It's honesty. It's communication. So, I know for some of you, it's like I can see your path, right? That your experiences, whatever they were, are now going to help others at the same time. This Three of Pentacles is saying, be your unique self. Don't hide. Let me put this up a little bit. Like, be who you are. There's no need to wear false mask when it relates to love. If you have to wear a mask, then what's the sense, right? What's the sense? So, this Princess of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Princess of Cups, by the way, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But can be, again, of an earlier time. Not this queen, not this princess, but this princess I definitely feel is of a younger time. I feel like the queen is talking about now, today, right? Our current energy. These are where these aces are coming into. And ultimately, if I just allow myself to be me, feel good within myself, trust who I am, what I bring to the world, I feel like that's kind of all you need, because I feel like then the universe is matching your energy, being your unique self. Ten of Cups says you are open to love. that you are open to it. Okay, so then here's the Ace. The Ace of Pentacles is something physical, something you can touch. It's tangible. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands to me is energy, but the Ace of Pentacles is something that I can physically touch. And what's it bringing in? It's bringing in a cup. It's bringing in a cup of fulfillment. It's unexpected for this princess. And, that can throw you in a little bit of a tizzy. So I don't know. I just feel like in this one, I don't feel like you know this person. I feel like this is someone new that's coming in the door. I do feel like, what issues did I need to work on just from the past? And we all have to work on issues, right? Just the way it is. And it's talking about not allowing the energy of, I feel like what happens sometimes is when we're young, we fall in love, right? But we're immature. And we're meant to be immature. It's just the way it's meant to be. Some people can work through that and stay together forever. But many of us don't. Many of us don't. So this is saying, don't bring that energy with you. When you are ready to truly open yourself to love and allow yourself to receive and give and be who you are, this is where I feel like love walks in the door. Again, it's like when? I can't tell you when, because it's unexpected. It's unexpected. When? I have a feeling it's probably when I have the ability to let go of this Seven of Swords. This could be one person, this could be multiple people who have in some way done me wrong. Let's just put it that way. But it usually comes from their own immaturity. It can be even narcissistic type energy. And you can't change that. You can't change them. But what you can do is move away from that, not take it, leave it. I feel like don't try to sit there and change that person. It's impossible. Expect more for yourself, and when you do, that is what you receive. This may come in through communication with the Ace of Wands here. So it could be a written word, could be a text, could be, of course, on social media, that type of thing. It could be a knock at the door. Actually, what I want to do before I let you go on this one is I just want to, well, thank you. I have the King of Cups. Well, this is the perfect king to show up if I really, if I really want to make sure that who I'm connecting with also wants to be part of this, right? I want someone who wants to be with me. I want someone who wants to be in love. And that's what the King of Cups is. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces again, but it certainly does not have to be. Because I feel like this is talking about someone who enjoys being in a relationship. Well, hello, King of Pentacles. Well, I mean, this King and Queen are just following us around. And then we have the Three of Cups. Some of you may have a choice. There may be a choice between two. And I'm not even going to say one is right, one is wrong. I feel like you'll know if you trust your intuition. If you're truly honest with yourself. If you have two people coming in, allow them to show themselves, right? Allow them, because if there's anything in that energy that we can't trust, it will show itself. You have the experience now to see it, to feel it. Really, it's to feel it. But beyond that, the Three of Cups talks about the energy of joy. So this is kind of beautiful. I feel like this is new love. When I say new love, it can always be an ex-love who has changed their ways. But I kind of like the kings, right? So we have the King, again, of Cups, who wants to be in a relationship, really loves being in a relationship. Now, he's in the upright. I already know. Some of you are going to be like, bullshit. If he was in reversed, then I'm not going to trust him so much. Then he's going to be too flirty for me, that type of thing. But he's not. He's in the upright, and he's coming with these aces. And then the King of Pentacles beside that. Um, well, let's take one more. I just want to look at this Princess of Cups. We have the Princess of Swords. Interesting. You know, I feel like there's no reason why you shouldn't voice your opinions. You know, I feel like if, let's say, one of these kings come in, or queens, you know, whoever you are in here, comes in, it's coming in unexpectedly. I feel like if there's issues maybe that I haven't quite cleared, and that could be the Seven of Swords, you know, it's speaking your truth, but not putting it on them, right? Just explaining, like, you know, listen, I've given my heart before, and it was trampled upon, and I just want to make sure it's not going to happen again. So this is honesty right from the get-go. Right from the get-go. So, unexpected love is coming in the door for you. It is certainly going to stir the passion within you. And ultimately, I feel like, you know, if I had a look at where can we end up, it's already showing us the Ten of Cups, right? The Ten of Cups. This is true harmony together. And, you know, you'll know that. I feel like you will know that. Some of you, this person, you may meet however you make your pentacles, right? Again, a lot of like-minded energy. The Queen and King of Pentacles showing up again. But we also have the Princess of Cups and the King of Cups. So that's what I feel for this one. I know I'm kind of talking fast, but I don't want to make this too long. And I don't feel like I have to. I feel like it's just being very clear. Let's read honesty. Honesty. I feel like there's an Elton John song either called Honesty or it's in it. You receive this card in answer to your question because Mother Mary sees a need for self-honesty if you are to proceed. What do you have to admit to yourself about your current situation? When you think about it, what feelings arise? Why? It's important to take stock of your emotions and thoughts about anything that confuses or annoys you. Otherwise, you're reacting instead of taking charge. Although the ego is threatened by looking deeper, it's an essential component of healing this situation. This card guides you to take some time to evaluate and understand your feelings. Remember, you are entitled to them. They are neither right nor wrong. Very often, your feelings are the voices of angels delivering God's guidance to you. And that is probably why we're seeing these swords. So I feel like what that is talking about is prior energy within that Seven of Swords. No matter who it was, right? It's maybe breaking it down a little bit, being completely honest with oneself on all aspects of this. Because the Ten of Cups, I'm telling you, if that's truly, truly what you want, you got to be able to come to the table in that energy also. So you want to match what it is that you want to bring back to you. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening. I do feel like you're overcoming the past here. I really do. And I do feel like this is the past. That's why we're seeing the princess. But boom, we have another princess who's now receiving this cup. And ultimately, it does feel like it can go to the Ten of Cups. So I'm going to leave that there. It's hard for me not to go deeper and deeper and deeper, because that's the way I like to read, but not with these. I don't think they should be too long. Honesty. Okay, pile 3. We have integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. I like this Two of Wands because I feel like she's looking out the window at all the possibilities that can be. We have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, potentially. We have the Queen of Cups. And last but not least, we have the Nine of Cups. Okay. I feel like some of you have been wondering, um, I feel like some of you have been wondering about, well, I kind of feel like you may be in a relationship, or connected to someone, but I'm not sure that it's working the way you want it to. So I feel like this is someone who is thinking outside of that relationship, thinking outside. Now, you don't have to be like attached to them. You don't have to live together. You don't even have to be truly in a relationship, but maybe it's where I've been giving my heart. I feel like now I'm rethinking that. Why? Because I feel like you are looking for more. I also feel like here there's been a moment where, not a moment, there's been a time period that, okay, let me slow down for a second. Because what I feel is like if I was connected to someone, I'm like staring out this window. Excuse me, let me shut my windows. Let me just turn the lawnmower on. Okay, I just wanted that, whatever it was, lawnmower, whatever, to shut off. So anyways, what was I saying? Anyways, I feel like someone is sitting, in a relationship, feeling tied to someone, but I feel like you're looking at potentially something new, right? I don't feel like you're feeling fulfilled within your relationship. Maybe you question someone's integrity. Maybe they've been leading you along. Because I definitely feel like, like I'm having the realization that there's more to life, right? There's got to be more to love, that type of thing. So I do feel like eventually you sever that tie with someone else and begin the process of, first of all, I'm not even sure that you're looking for love here. I think it's more of like, I know what I want. I'm not getting that. So what does that mean? It means that I've got to look at that person, whether we're together or not. This could be someone that I feel tied to, but I don't feel like you're meant to be, because I do feel like you're meant to have some time alone. Like your daydreams, even your dreams at night, seem to be leading you in a different direction. I feel like this is saying that there is love out there, but it's of a high caliber type love, where I don't feel the current energy, the current energy is. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot, and let's break this down a little bit more. Well, Ten of Pentacles again. Justice. Well, all right. So some of you may be voicing your opinion that maybe it's a divorce you want. If nothing else, this is cutting the ties. Some of it can be karmic. It can be karmic relationships. What does that mean we're in a karmic relationship? Well, many times I feel, this is what I feel. I feel karma is about what we have done to another will come back to us. maybe it was our last lifetime, but we didn't clear that energy. So it's the opportunity to clear it. It just means there's a lesson in it, and it can be found. Maybe it's their energy, but nonetheless, I do feel like this is someone voicing the cutting of ties. This is also the energy of Libra. It feels like within the Ten of Pentacles, maybe something isn't right. Something doesn't feel right. So do you feel like that may be the end of that? Look at this, the Ace of Wands. So what I was dreaming about, daydreaming about, having dreams about, I feel like the Ace of Wands is saying, here's the potential of moving into that. I don't feel a lot of fear of this separation, of this cutting of ties, because I don't feel it's been serving me anyway. And, it's like I want better. I want more. I want what I deserve. And that's what the Nine of Cups says. You find yourself within that Nine of Cups. And here is the Ace of Wands. So that is a new passion. Anytime you see an ace, I feel like that's the next journey, the next leg of the journey. The Ace of Wands is about your passion, about your desires, but it's also the energy of action, right? It says to move onto this path, action must be taken. We have Justice right before that. So I feel like someone's voicing that to another. Well, Eight of Cups. Looks like I'm walking away, right? Walking away. I feel like I tried. It didn't work. Maybe someone, again, with integrity being the first card, maybe it's their integrity. Because I feel this is you walking away, leaving that behind. Oh, okay, but then look at this. So we have the Eight of Swords next to it. So that's what you want. I feel like this is what I want. I want to walk away. I want to try new horizons, right? But the Eight of Swords comes out kind of as a block. You may be questioning, should I ask someone for a divorce? Should I cut ties with someone who kind of has held me pinned down? However that may be for you. The Eight of Swords puts me in a fear factor, right? Why? Well, because these are walls that have been built over your lifetime. And you're trying to protect yourself in that. The only thing I worry about that is one energy, it's me leaving. The next energy, it's me still wanting to leave, but maybe I fear it. I'm fearing it. Eights ask for new beginnings, though. That really is the message of the Eight. You don't always have to give yourself this new beginning, but I feel like the opportunity will rise. Oh, okay, we have the Ten of Swords. So we have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords back to back. Coming over this Queen of Cups, I actually love this card, even though, I kind of feel the sadness of this Queen. And I feel like probably what her sadness is she's not fulfilled. She's not emotionally fulfilled. Matter of fact, it feels the opposite. It feels like with all these swords over her, the Ten of Swords is like almost to the point, like, I don't know if I can take it anymore. I feel like this may be why you're asking for a separation. Or, listen, maybe you're just cutting ties with someone that you've held on to, but it just doesn't seem to work in your favor. I feel like your subconscious or your soul feels that there's another cup out there. And I feel like that is what I want to start going after. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. We have the Hierophant, card of Taurus. That's your belief system. That's your faith. Some of you may have stayed, like, let's just say in a relationship, because it does have the Ten of Pentacles here. Maybe it was a relationship because, you felt it was the right thing to do, right? You felt it was against your faith, maybe, to even ask for a divorce, that type of thing. But I feel like your higher self is saying, with this Eight of Swords, but then the Ten of Swords, it tells me things are not great. with whatever it is that built this wall around you. So the Hierophant just wants you to look and ask yourself some questions. You know, where is your belief system? Are you living within your own belief system, or have you taken on someone else's? In the Ten of Swords, I've totally taken on someone else's. You need to get back to you. This is your faith. This is about praying. You know, whoever you pray to, but this is a message about those prayers being heard, and again being answered. And then we have the Death card. So the Death card is an ending. First of all, it is a card of Scorpio. So we do have the Taurus and Scorpio side by side, but this is about an ending. And I feel like what this is saying is something needs to come to a clear ending. It just doesn't seem to be serving you anymore, and sometimes you do need to spend some time alone, but in that time alone, it can really be fantastic. I mean, you're finding yourself again. You're finding joy within your heart again. And this has nothing to do with anybody else, and everything to do with you and your faith and coming back to you, right? So I feel like I am asking, I don't even know if I'm asking, I'm putting an end to something that is no longer serving me, so that something better can walk in the door, can come in the door. Sometimes if we don't shut certain doors, nothing can come in, right? The Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You really want to look at that, because I feel like your soul is saying, I want to leave. I want new horizons. I want to see what's out there. I had the Eight of Cups, and then I had the Nine of Cups. So I do feel like, even with the fear factors here, that ultimately you do that. Now, does that mean that new love, because we are doing love, new love is coming in the door? Well, let's follow the Death card. After we close that door, let's see what follows. We have the King of Swords, potentially Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Strength card. That is the ability to overcome. You know, I don't need anyone else's help to overcome something. I have my faith. This is about sometimes taming the beast within ourselves. And I feel like what that means in this reading is, have I given myself away? Like, am I living someone else's life and not my own? This is an inner strength. You know, the more that you find this inner strength, the more of it that you have. I feel like if we just look at this as a lesson, like life is, right? Lessons, with certain pinnacles of joy. The Strength card says that you can overcome whatever it is you need to overcome. So if I'm worried about cutting these ties, right here it's saying there is no need to worry. Of course it can be uncomfortable, but other than that, Death card says don't resist it. We have the Emperor, card of Aries. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Hangman coming over the Death card. So, you know, some are still in that question mode. The Hangman seeking wisdom. You know, I feel like this wheel, it's the wheel of destiny, and some of you are truly feeling it. And then we have the Seven of Wands again. I feel like this Emperor, because it's coming over the High Priestess, first of all, this can be business ownership for sure. This can be a boss, someone that I look up to, someone who reminds me of my father, that type of energy. It can be your father trying to guide you, trying to help you here, because that's what you're seeking within the Hangman. You're seeking that clarity, you know, and the Seven of Wands is coming over the Strength card, which, by the way, is the card of Leo. I don't know if I said that. Um, so I feel like this is saying also, you know, if you've been like around this type of defensive type energy and the Ten of Swords, right? Ten of Swords, you feel like you keep getting stabbed in the back, stabbed in the back. But at the 10, I feel like we're really meant to look at it at the 8, or really the 5. So the 5 of Swords, maybe I didn't really do anything about it, so it continued on. Then I moved to the 8 of Swords. Oh boy, I'm starting to build this wall around me. I don't know. When I get into that energy, it makes sense that it would go the whole way to the 10 of Swords, because I feel like sometimes you guys are like, you know, how do we get your attention? We have the Ace of Wands here. We have new opportunity for you. We have self-fulfillment here for you. But what it takes is letting go of the old, what is not serving you. Matter of fact, it almost feels like it's harming you. At least like your mentality, that type of thing. Maybe I start to feel like no one will be any good. There is no good people out there. Well, you got to look at who I've been surrounding myself with, you know, because it's like, you know, you are who you eat. No, that's not the right word. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. All right. I'm not quite done here. I want to just go over this 8 and 10 real quick. Oh, that was there. Look at this. We have the Tower. I feel like this is you giving someone else the Tower. Definitely, I feel like that. I feel like this is you giving someone else the Tower. So, you know, this doesn't show like, oh, beautiful love is coming in, but in a way it does. It's like between between the lines, we're seeing that, right? Because this Ace of Wands is saying you can live a much more passionate life if you choose. It does start with getting to this 9 of Cups. I gotta, you know, maybe I just gotta give this Tower to someone. I gotta give it to them. And, you know, they'll figure it out, right? And I don't feel like once you deliver that Tower, then it's movement, right? Then it's movement. I know it's what you want. I feel it. I know it's what you want. Some of you are moving, then, you know, like I'm saying, well, it doesn't really speak of new love coming in, but in a way, it does. But I feel like what it's saying in this reading is let go of control of what will come in next. Who will come in next? Your job right now feels like it's about finding that self-fulfillment within yourself. Listen, I feel like love will always come back in the door again, but where is my energy? Do I keep bringing the same thing back to me? Well, if I stay in the 8 and 10 of Swords, yes, because that's what I'm feeding the universe. So the universe is like, oh, okay. Universe isn't going to take the time to say, does she really mean to send that out? Should I really match what she's sending out? No, the universe just responds. So, anyway, there is some things to overcome. There are, you know, and this feels like the toughest of the three, but in the same breath, this is showing you the way out. This is showing you a way to get to your own 9 of Cups. You're like, no more dreaming about it. Now it's time for action. That's what the Ace of Wands is. It says action. I'll show it. I'll give you the desire. I'll give you the passion, but then I need you to move into it. So the Death card says, sometimes things need to end. Doors need to close. And, you know, with the Hangman here, again, hesitation. The 8 of Swords, hesitation. Maybe that's why you saw this reading today. I don't feel like anyone's giving you the Tower. I feel like it's you giving it to them. But can I just say, I don't even know if it's right to say, but I feel like they kind of deserve it. And I also want to say that I hope I hope that you don't overthink it, right? Because if it's not right, if you're not being treated right, if you've got to create all this armor around you, then what is the sense of being with that person when there can be much better, right? If I accept it, like, it's like, okay, someone's treating me badly, but I keep accepting it. I keep forgiving them. I keep letting them back in, and then they do it again. And then I keep accepting it. But I feel like the reason why is because maybe I fear change more than anything. This is saying there is no need to fear. No need to fear, because I feel like once it's like you cut that cancer off of you, you feel free and clear. And the Ace of Wands is above that Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is going to be a personal choice. But I feel like if I've been praying about this relationship, and again, I want to say, I don't feel like you're being treated fairly at all in this relationship. Again, some of you may be like, but my faith says do not divorce. I mean, that has to be up to you. I'll never tell you to do something that you don't feel comfortable with. But I feel like if someone is treating you harshly, listen, my belief is God would not say, oh, I want you to spend the rest of your life with that. Because maybe when I got into that relationship, it's because I wasn't feeling all that I am, right? But this is about learning to feel it all that you are, and integrity. I feel like we got to read that now, because I have a feeling it's going to be important. You drew this card because the situation you're asking about involves someone's integrity. This card comes as guidance to pay attention to your body's signals, because you can sense whether someone is being honest. Mother Mary is a wonderful role model of gently and lovingly demanding that others live truthfully. You can do the same with the people in your life. You can also avoid those who aren't acting with integrity. Either way, trust your gut feelings to steer you towards individuals who tell the truth and walk their talk. This card also asks you to tell the truth yourself, even if you're uncomfortable with the possible reaction. Prayer can guide your words, give you courage to speak up, and help create a healthy atmosphere of honest communication. My God, do I feel like that was the perfect card. I feel like that was the perfect card for you. So, although I know, those who are in this energy, it is not easy. Don't fear change. Please don't fear the change, because I feel like the change is everything. And I'm going to leave it there. As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing to watch my video, giving me thumbs up, hopefully. Thank you for your shares. I love it when you share it across your social media. You're just helping me. It helps me, and I appreciate that so much. I hope you found your answer in here. We're going to keep doing these. Even though these definitely are not my biggest viewed ones, I like doing them. So we're going to keep doing them, because I know there are some of you out there who really love these. So please let me know how you relate to it, what pal you chose, and what you think about it. Especially this one. This one seems to be the most difficult, but in the same breath, it seems to be very freeing. So I hope you allow yourself to live a free life, a passionate life, and go after what it is that you want. Remember, your energy, what you put out there, determines a big chunk of what's going to come back to you. I love you guys. I will see you in the readings. Bye-bye.